boys are just relaxing. And guess what I had time to do today? Let me lower this screen down a little bit. We're going to check the battery on this bike. You're looking at two 10mm bolts. Then just slide the seat back, fold it up, just leave it right there on its plastic wire connectors there. So now we're going to connect this beast, and we're going to hope and pray that it starts. We're here on my ranch in Utah. I call this ranch Utah Ranch. Okay. Okay, once this is off, so now we got to turn it. I'm going to turn this. I'm surprised that comes on. But that looks like a good battery to me. That's a good battery. 12.4. But let's check it. Fucking. Let's choke it. Shut it back off. Gentlemen, all we have is a dead battery, a battery that has to be replaced. Although there could be, I don't know, man. Take that choke off. It's good to know the starter's okay. Solenoid okay. If there indeed is a solenoid on these bikes, I do not know. I do have the manual with me too. I just haven't had a chance to look at it. I don't know, man. It's weird. Anyways, I'm gonna let it run for just a little bit. Now I can let it run, and when I shut it off, when I go to start it, I don't think it's going to start. If it does, it didn't do it the last 5 or 6 times I tried. So then you have an electrical issue. But who knows? Maybe I'm over, maybe it's just a battery. But when I plugged it in there, you know, the reading on the charger there was 12.4 volts. And that's a good battery. I don't know, man. I hate electrical. Here, let me make sure this thing ain't blocking the radiator or anything. Or on the engine. I like to keep my shit covered, especially when there's blazing heat coming down right here. You can see the bike is locked to the trailer. We're going to check the I'll let that run for a minute. The sway bar, front sway bar on here. Now, this isn't life and death, gentlemen. This is a design issue with Can-Am Maverick. That link right there, this right here, that link has got a lot of stress on it. That link needs to be a ½ inch longer to eliminate that stress. It's a design issue with Can-Am, because I've had problems with this before. I've had it fall off. I've had I've had my thing in for servicing. I said, "Oh, go ahead, throw another bolt on it." So they fixed it for me. And it's loosened up, and I tightened it, and I know that it's an abstract bolt size. It's some fucking weird 11/16 deep well or some bullshit thing. I don't know what it is. I forgot. So I don't even know if I have that one with me. But it's not a deal breaker, gentlemen. Your tire is not going to fall off. As a matter of fact, if you do heavy-duty four-wheel driving with a Jeep, there's a button in the new 392s and other Jeeps that you press that disconnects that sway bar. It's a did I say stabilizer bar? I meant sway bar. It disconnects it, so you don't really need it. So like I said, your wheel's not going to fall off. What we're going to do is we're going to tighten up the terminals on this battery. So we need a screwdriver for that. Phillips head. I want to tighten it up right now. That could be the issue. Those terminals could be loose. That'd be a very simple solution. That could very well be it. If I go to turn them and they're loose, one of them is, that's the issue. Don't touch anything else. That positive terminal was loose. That was the issue. This was loose. I'm going to turn it a little again, but don't touch anything else. So now, let it run. Let it charge that battery up a little bit more. The battery is good. It was reading 12.4 volts. That's what those batteries are. 12-volt batteries. It was the positive terminal was loose. That's what was causing the issue. Electronics, guys. Simple solution. I love it when they're simple. Oh my God. That's exactly why I took the bike with me, you know what I'm saying? I was actually, when I had it loaded up, I was like, oh shit. But I said, go ahead, take the manual, take everything with you, take the bike. I was almost gonna unload the bike and take one of my electric mountain bikes. This is not mountain bike territory here, gentlemen. This here is dirt bike UTV territory. You don't ride an electric or even a pedal mountain bike right here. They'll laugh at you. You know something? The last time I was riding this rig, this screen, your display here was acting weird. And the weirdness was the positive terminal was loose. And it was, this screen was fading out. Wow. rear tires. The center knobs are getting down there. It's still good for a while yet, but they're starting to get down. Boy, that's beautiful to, you know, be able to find that problem that easily. Wow. So the positive terminal was loose. That was the problem. It needed to be cranked down. We're going to spray it with this electronic cleaner once I shut it off. Being careful not to short it out. Just a little dab it. Remember, I told you in my video, don't ever use the kill switch, okay? Don't do it. When I slip this into gear, it's going to shut off because the kickstand is down. That's the way you want to shut it off. Well, it should have. Okay, the second way, put your hand on the brake and let it chug out in second gear. Don't ever use the kill switch, okay? Unless it's absolutely necessary, which is never. It's just another item that can short out and cause you issues with your bike. I think it's in neutral right now. When I go to start it, I want to here, I'll try it with the that should be neutral, but let's see if it starts. I got the clutch in. Okay, I just pressed it and nothing happened. Okay. Be careful there, boy. A little bit of PJ1 on that. We'll do one more blast. It's loose now. And we'll loosen this one. I'm going to re-tighten this positive terminal up. That's nice and tight. That's nice and tight. Now we are going to unlock it. I want to make sure it's in neutral. And the only way I can be sure is by rolling it. And I can't roll it because it's locked to the trailer. Follow me? Why is it locked to the trailer? Because it makes me feel better. That's why. It's in there pretty tight. Flip it over. Okay, it's in neutral. It's in neutral. The contact points have been cleaned. Let's just leave them open. I'm going to throw the thing down there. It didn't want to fire up. Hear it? See, if you would have took this in the shop in Las Vegas, they would have replaced the starter and charged you for it. You know what I'm saying? It could be, just trying to see how to get this plastic housing off. See what we got underneath here. These are pretty tight. We have to check those two fuses right there. And to do that, we're gonna, I guess I should let you off, huh? We're gonna disconnect this terminal here. We're gonna disconnect the negative terminal. Like that, so we can't short it out. Then we're going to come over here, take these little tweezers and pull this fuse out and check it. I'm going to come over here and get my glasses. It looks good, but you'd see a black burn if it was popped. This one looks good. So now you want to stick it back on. look at this one. It looks good. Okay, now my fingers aren't big enough, so, or too big, I mean. So we'll put it on this thing, stick it back in. Okay, then we're gonna pop. Oh man, I tell you what, you gotta have some small fingers. You gotta have some very small Japanese fingers to do these fucking repairs. Fuck. I guess I should just let you guys go, huh? Till I get closer to reality here. We're gonna check some more of these connections. I'll let you know what happens.